Rolling. What's up? Yeah, we are back in the original room that I had for like the first two videos, and I still have Magic and Bird. I'm working on the army. Don't worry, we will have a giant shelf behind with a bunch of Funko Pops, but you have to go little by little. So yeah, I still have John. John is still here, and I still have the office chair. Admire all its glory, all its beige glory. And I know from the title of the video, this is kind of a weird video, but I just wanted to make it because it sounds fun. And I am kind of piggybacking off of other content creators, but they kind of did like if every NBA player was a superhero, if every NBA player was a cartoon character. I'm doing if every NBA player is an animal, because I am kind of an animal geek, and that is part of that stems from like when I was in first, second grade, when I used to read a bunch of animal books. I won't geek out too much. I won't say like Siberian monkey tiger, which is not a real thing, but I'm just saying as if. But oh yeah, I also want to talk about the Lauri Markkanen trade for just a little bit. So let's just start out with that. I'll just read off the basics. The Bulls, they lost Lauri Markkanen. They traded Lauri Markkanen and got Derrick Jones Jr. and a pick. I think that losing Lauri Markkanen, they're okay with it. I think the Bulls are okay with it because he did disappoint. And I think getting Derrick Jones Jr. is still a very good move, because I think defense is a big problem that they have, and Derrick Jones Jr. really helps that. And now they have three competent, pretty good defenders with Patrick Williams, Derrick Jones Jr., and Alex Caruso, but they're all, one of them starting, but the other two are going to come off the bench. I think they're okay. I think it's okay for the Bulls. For the Blazers side, they got Larry Nance and lost Derrick Jones Jr. in that pick. Oh yeah, that Bulls, the pick that the Bulls got, I think that's lottery protected, so it'll probably go back to the Blazers. But I don't know if the Blazers might not make the playoffs, because they did not do literally anything in the offseason except for this. The Blazers may not make the playoffs, therefore that pick going to the Bulls. But I don't know. And then from the Blazers side, yeah, I just said they got Larry Nance. They lost Derrick Jr. in a pick. And getting Larry Nance, I think he's very underrated, and I think he's very versatile. And I think he does more than Derrick Jr. does, plus what Derrick Jones Jr. does. And Larry Nance brings some defense, which the Blazers need, even though Derrick Jones Jr. brings defense. I'm going to screw up with that name a lot. Now, I think with the Blazers, it's also okay. Now, the Cavs is the big one, them getting them getting Lauri Markkanen and them trading Larry Nance. Now, them losing Larry Nance, I think, was bad because he's also very versatile, but them getting Lauri Markkanen, I think they're in contention for a play-in spot, because if you think about the starting lineup, that's Sexton, Garland, Markkanen, Mobley, and then Jared Allen, and then Okoro coming off the bench. I think that's a solid lineup, and I think it has a chance to be in the play-in. Now, let's get into the big kahuna. If every NBA player was an animal, let's start off with Kevin Durant himself. And no, I'm not going to say snake, even though most of you wanted me to say snake. I'm not going to say snake, even though I'm a Thunder fan. I'm just not going to say snake. I think he's a tiger. And I think this is because I think a tiger is never barely considered as like the king of the jungle. He's always second to the lion, which I'm going to explain in a moment. And I think KD's always been second, whether it's the second overall pick. He's lost to LeBron in the finals. KD's always been behind LeBron as like the greatest player in the league. Pretty much. And also I think Tigers are silent, like pretty chill. And KD's obviously, other than the Twitter. Oh, there's like a hole here. And yeah, I'm kind of sad about that. And I think KD, other than the burner accounts, is pretty chill, also like face to face. And I think I've met someone who worked for the Rockets, like their entertainment thing or whatever. They would get all like the entertainment out on the floor, like the cheerleaders and stuff. They would coordinate that. And he said he met Kevin Durant, and he said he was one of the nicest dudes he's ever met. So I think he is very chill. And I also think that like tigers are kind of smooth, and I think KD's also very smooth. Now I'll go to LeBron. I think he's a lion because he is the king. He's the king. And what are lions? The king of the jungle. And what is LeBron? The best player. Well, in my opinion, the best player on the planet. And what are lions? The king of the jungle, which means they're basically like the head honcho of the jungle, kind of. So yeah, it's a simple reason, but I think it's a very good one. Now Russell Westbrook. This is kind of a geeky one. I think he's a Tasmanian devil. And Tasmanian devils are basically these like badger looking things that are really aggressive. Like if you saw one, you'd think you punched it or something. Like they will come at you. Just like Westbrook, he plays like he's angry at the rim, and he plays at 1,000 miles per hour and 1,000%. And like they both need a chill pill like real quick, but they're not gonna get one because they try their hard. Like they'll come at you. And yeah, and then Zion Williamson, I think he's a bear because bears are also like bear. I think Zion attacks the rim, but he's not like dribble. I will go through anyone like Giannis is. I think gets to the rim more efficiently, and he just like he will. But he does pack a punch when he gets to the rim, just like a bear. They're pretty chill. They kind of nap all the time. But then if you scare one or come at one, they're gonna come back at you and they're gonna hurt you real bad. Now let's get to Giannis. I think he's a rhino because rhinos, like, I don't know if you know this, but they have really bad eyesight, and that makes them kind of like charge at like anything. So that's what Giannis does. I think he just like charges through dudes to get to the paint, and it works, and he dunks, and like it's crazy. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, they have a wall there, stop them. Think they could play really good defense, and Giannis just goes 3-step, 4-step, Euro step, maybe a spin move, dunk, easy. And it's kind of like blindsided sometimes. He sometimes just like, he sees the rim and not the defenders. Now let's go to Jokic. I think this comparison's pretty spot on. I think he's an elephant. That's kind of, no, I don't think he's an elephant. I think he plays like an elephant, okay? Because elephants are very smart and they don't act their size kind of. And Jokic, I don't think acts his size as not being that dominant center. He's dominant, but he's not like dominant in the way that you would think. He doesn't dunk that much. He mostly he's a very good passer. He uses mostly his footwork and his post moves to score. And again, he's a very good passer. He uses his IQ, and elephants are very smart. So, and I think that's a big reason too. So, yeah. Now, next I have Patrick Beverley. And I hate to say it, I made him a dog. But I made him a specific type of dog. I made him a Chihuahua. That is because don't you be walking on the street and there's that one house with like 4 Chihuahuas, and what do they do as soon as you walk by? They just won't stop talking. What is Patrick Beverley known for most? Except for defense. Not stopping. He can't stop talking. He'll trash talk you. If you get the ball and Patrick Beverley is guarding you, he is right here in your face. And what is he gonna do? Talk, rough. I don't know if this is true, but I think he's definitely growled at some people. Okay? So yeah, and also Patrick Beverley being kind of small and Chihuahuas being kind of small. Otherwise I would have made him like a big dog, but he's tiny but packs a big punch. I can't be saying that because I'm shorter than all these players, but still. Donovan Mitchell, I think he's a poison dart frog. Again, kind of a small guard. You look at him, you think, oh, okay. And then he packs a punch. Oh, poison dart frogs are kind of a geeky thing, too. Poison dart frogs are basically these frogs. They're like normal frogs, but they have this slime on them where if you touch it or lick it, but who the heck is licking a frog? But if you touch it, I think you die or something. And yeah, it just like them, you think it's tiny, but then it'll pack a punch. It will just slap you in the face. Like just like Donovan Mitchell, he will score on you easy. And also this kind of a bad joke, but like frogs have hops. Donovan Mitchell has hops. Ha, get it? Yeah. Now Chris Paul, I think he is a wolf, but not just any wolf. I think he's an alpha wolf because he has a leadership mentality and one of the greatest leaders in our league. But the chair just creaked. But yeah. And office chair's falling apart as we know it. But he's not like amongst those top predators like a lion or a tiger, but he has one of the greatest leadership qualities ever. Not, yeah. Now Luka Doncic, I am screwing this up so bad. Now Luka Doncic, I think, is a snake, and that is, no, I don't mean snake in that way, okay? No, I mean he's a snake because snakes are kind of slow, and Luka Doncic is kind of slow. But then, like Donovan Mitchell, you think they're slow, and you're like, oh, we're okay. But then, boom, that was loud, and it hurt my hands. Boom, they attack you, and it hurts. Just like Luka scoring 50 on you, maybe a 50-point triple-double. And then Luka, and then Luka also, like, kind of smooth, and snakes slither, and they're smooth. So it's kind of like, it's meant to be. Now, Steph Curry, this one I purely did based off personality. And I think Steph Curry's a dolphin. Oh, I also did it kind of. Like, I think Steph Curry's a dolphin because dolphins are all like smiles and giggly. They kind of laugh sometimes and they make weird noises. And Steph Curry, I have never seen the dude negative in my entire life. I have never seen him make this face. It's always, I have never seen him make a serious face in my life. I promise you. And Steph Curry, and you think dolphins are all cheery, but they're predators. They are predators and they hunt fish and squids and octopuses. Like, they will eat you alive. And just like Steph Curry, he will beat you and then score 85. No, I'm kidding. But he will score a lot and it'll be threes. Now, the last one we have is Kawhi Leonard. And I think he's a cat. Because cats are kind of chill. Like, they're very chill. But at the same time, they're kind of moody. And Kawhi's like low-key kind of moody, like, you know, he's like you know. Oh, also cats sleep a lot, and that Kawhi needs a lot of load management. So that's a bad joke, but like I had to make it. And cats are also like killers, just like Kawhi's silent killers. Kawhi's a silent killer. Cats are kind of silent killers. So yeah, those are like 12 people right there. Let me know what you think. Let me know if, like, you would make a different animal. I should have said, like, spirit animals. I don't even know. But, yeah. Like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, do all that fun stuff. Oh, my God. I always do this. Oh, no. It's, like, the last video. Jesus. And it's always Magic. Say goodbye to Magic and Larry. Larry and Magic. And say bye to the office chair. Well, no, we shouldn't do that. It's only Magic and Bird. No office chair. Because it's breaking apart. I'm rambling. And we are out.